paper towel and just taped it around there, and it hurt for a week, and it healed up. So, and I think, wait, was it this thumb? Yeah, you can see the scar. You can see the scar right there. It's pretty much right at my joint. I doubt you guys can see it, but yeah, it's right there. So yeah, that's probably the worst injury I've ever had. I also stabbed myself in the leg doing this, pretty much the same. I was making a cat-like house out of cardboard. I was cutting, and it slipped, and I stabbed myself in the leg, which my dad was sitting right next to me. I just kind of ran upstairs, and I was bleeding all over the place. And he was like, "Oh, what happened?" I was like, "Oh, I just stabbed myself. Nothing big. I just put a paper towel on it, and it healed up just fine." That's the answer to everything, paper towels. Don't try this stuff at home, by the way. Paper towels don't always solve, you know, a slit artery or something like that. Should we buy Immortals shirts? No. No, you shouldn't. He's sick! Why do you use The Witcher 2 music in... Why do I use The Witcher 2 music in my vlogs? It's obscure for the most part. Not really many people know what it's from. And it's really nice and relaxing and ambient, so that's why I do. Because I like The Witcher, and whenever I heard the music, I was like, oh, this is really nice. I like this. Do I like energy drinks? They're fine. I try not to drink them anymore because they kind of make my heart go blah, blah, blah. They're kind of wonky, so I try to avoid them. I mean, they're good for the most part. If I used to drink a lot of NOS and then the amp overdrive, the cherry one. That was really good. I like drinking those, and I'll still drink them from time to time, but I try to avoid too much caffeine nowadays. I guess I'm getting older. I wore my heart out from too much caffeine, so I try and avoid that. Will I ever play with Liquid Cracker again? Yes, I will. He is someone that works, so he has a drastically different schedule, and whenever I record, he's not really on. It was just kind of a stars aligned kind of thing for that first time we were together in a match. So I'm trying my best, but he's not on too much. So I'm trying to, because he was awesome, and it was just like someone random I met in the game. It was pretty cool. What is my favorite movie? My favorite movie is The Prestige by Christopher Nolan. I mean, Hugh Jackman is probably one of my favorite actors, and that movie is just insanely good. And if you have not seen it yet, I highly suggest you see it. Probably next to that would be Inception, but yeah, The Prestige just blows everything else away. So I mean, it's not even a question. There's probably like 2 people out there that don't like The Prestige. You go out, you get that movie, you rent it, you do something. I'm trying to think if it's on Netflix, I don't know, but search it to see if it is and watch it, because it is sweet. Have you ever been to England? I don't know. I was very young when I was in Scotland, so I've been in the United Kingdom, but I don't know if I've ever actually been in England, because if I'm not completely stupid, I think there's, a difference between Scotland and England. So yeah, I don't think, I mean, if it is the same thing, then yes, I have. I've been in Scotland, but I'm pretty sure that's just the UK in general and not England. So yes, I have been there. I lived there for 3 years as my dad was getting his PhD at King's College. I can't remember. No, that wasn't the name of it. I can't remember if it was in Cambridge, Aberdeen. I can't remember. That was way too long ago. I was super young. I was like 4. What got me into archery? I actually got into archery after I watched Lord of the Rings. I saw Legolas, and I was like, hey, that guy's really good at archery. I'm going to do that and do that exact same stuff. I did not do that exact same stuff. I was never that good, but no one is ever that good. Anyway, that's what got me into it, because I thought it was cool. I went from recurves and stuff to compound, to target compound, and just got crazy and expensive rigs and competition archery. It was a blast. It was a great few years of my life. I learned a lot from the guys at the archery shop. They were great, and they kind of raised me. If you want to go, it was pretty funny. They were great guys. What Will Treehouse ever return? No, that series is dead. It is done. It is never coming back. No matter what happens, it is never coming back. So get it out of your head. That series is done. It is a series that we did a long time ago, and it got too chaotic. The maps weren't working correctly, and it's just done. So that's kind of why we started up Asgard, is to kind of replace that, and we're going to start bringing people onto that too. For a different mega build, and it's, you know, jam-packed full of mods. So yeah, that's the deal. Treehouse is never coming back. First cat, I actually answered this earlier. My first cat was Blackie. He was a black cat. He was short, just domestic short hair, and yeah, he was pretty cool. I liked him. He was great. Let's see here, AMD or Intel cores. I have no preference. I use both, and they both function perfectly flawlessly. There's sun right here. You can see my spit. Will I be doing t-shirts? Yes. When I find the time, I'm going to have some t-shirts done. Like I said, I'm so ridiculously busy. There's some other things happening right now, which I'll get into some other time. But they're good things, but it's just making me ridiculously busy, and it's hard to do too much at once. So yes, I will be getting the t-shirts, and you know, like the whole What the Brown and random different things, maybe a Creature Shepherd family tree, and some other random stuff, Creature Cats, you know, all the stuff that I may or may not be known for, which isn't a whole bunch, but anyway, I'll take it. That'll be one too. Do you sleep with your hat on? No, I do not sleep with my hat on. My wife would not let me, but I would if I could. I would if I could. Ew, that like auto adjusts terribly when the sun gets in here. That's freaky. What is your history? I don't know how much in depth I want to go into this. I'll kind of tell you generally. I was born in Montana. I moved to Scotland. Like I had mentioned, I moved to Scotland. Quiet bunny. I moved back to Minnesota, and then Massachusetts, and then out here to Colorado not too long ago. So I've been around to different places. My favorite place I've been is Colorado. I love it. I actually love Scotland. From what I remember, I really like Scotland. Taking trips up to the Highlands was probably one of my favorite things to do because it was great up there. I wish I had known the history of that place more when I was, you know, there, but you know, super young. So you can't blame me. But anyway, that's pretty much my history of where I've lived. I don't know how much in depth I want to go into like my whole story, but it's nothing too complicated. So yeah, I apologize if I let you guys down, but I'll let you, like I said, I'll let you know where I generally lived. Rip, rip. How tall are you? I am 6'2". Last time I checked. I think that's what it is. That's what my driver's license says, so I am 6 feet 2 inches. Not sure what that is metric-wise. Did you go to college? I did not go to college. And it was because, one, in this day and age, you can't go to college unless you have like ridiculously rich parents. You can't go to college without coming out of college with a ton of debt that you're not going to pay off for 40 years. My dad went to, you know, he got his PhD, so he was there for 12 years, something like that. It's ridiculous. And he just got finished paying off his student loans not too long ago. So that's just the way, and that was back, you know, a while ago. Back, can you imagine people getting their PhDs now? People are coming out of pre-grad or undergrad school, and they're having more debt than, you know, people that have been through PhDs. And either way, you're going to be sitting there paying those off forever. So, and Monica has student loans, so I'm paying off student loans anyway. So that's just the way it is. So yeah, I didn't go to college. I actually, this is bad, but I'm sorry for. I could have gone to college for free because my dad is a professor, and the college that he worked at, like I think it was like $30-some thousand a year, and I could have gone for free there. But it's not for me. I would have made a complete waste of it. I wish I could have like given it to somebody, because I think my sister took advantage of it though, so that's good. But I I'm not someone that would go to college and do very well at all, because they didn't have like they didn't have UDK courses. That would be amazing. If they did, I would have gone. But yeah, so that's just the way it is, I guess. I didn't go to college. I just kind of self-taught myself, and it seemed to work out pretty well, I guess. I didn't really need a job. I didn't get a job that needed a bunch of skills, but I think I'm pretty well set that, you know, if YouTube poops out, then I can get a job at a game studio somewhere, because, you know, I know UDK pretty well, and I can learn pretty much anything with UDK. Can you make a video of your Lexus? I've been considering this, doing like a Top Gear style video with it, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I'd be able to do Top Gear justice, so probably not. Are you ever going to play Witcher 2? I may. Maybe, maybe not. I didn't know that there were so many endings to that game. So, I may play it. I don't know. There's kind of quite a bit of nudity in that, and I mean a lot of editing. So, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Were you good at school? Well, this goes back to the college thing. No, I was not. I was good and, you know, passable for the most part, but I didn't put the effort forward, and I didn't do my homework. Especially, like, I'd get B's to A's in every class except math, which I'd usually fail or get D's or C's in, because I just didn't like math. I didn't like doing it. All my math was just, I'd do all the math in my head and then get it all right, but the fact that I didn't put all the work down on paper, I would always fail. So I just gave up. I was like, hey, if they don't want me to, you know, learn my own way, then screw them. That's just the way things are. What is your IQ? I don't know. I've never done an IQ test. Never done an IQ test. What video are you most proud of? I don't know. I don't know if there's that video yet that I'm just like ecstatically. You know, one video I am very proud of. I did a music video for the Crystal Method. If you guys don't know who they are, they did a few notable songs back in the day, and you probably heard them in Tropic Thunder. They did some stuff in there. The name of the game, that's the name of the song. That's the name of the game. That's what they did. But anyway, I did a music video for their song called Play For Real that I did in Borderlands, and I'm very proud of that because I spent a lot of time on it, and it turned out pretty well. So yeah, go ahead and look that up if you haven't already. It was a fun time. Who was the first creature you met? Z. It would have been Z. I met Z for the first time. And I actually met Spoon right there after that too. It was kind of hilarious. So I met Z and on Xbox, and that kind of led into meeting Spoon. There's a whole massive like tree of like who met who and how anyone got introduced, and it's huge. So I don't even know if I can write that up. It's pretty crazy big. But yeah, I did meet Z first. When do you think you will stop YouTube? I don't know. I wouldn't mind continuing it for a while. I mean, it's a great thing to do, and it's kind of a dream job. So I don't see. If anything, I see myself slowing down, like video wise. I mean, that's about it. But other than that, I'd stay here as long. Even if it like went under, so it's not making any more money, I'd still make videos for fun because it's still a blast. Probably not. I'd probably move into more machinima stuff. So yeah, that's probably my answer. Have you ever been stuck in a garbage can? Well, there was this one time that, no, I didn't. I've never been stuck in a garbage can. I'm not the kind of person that would get that. The only way I can consider that even happening is I was stupid enough to crawl in one and it locks on me, or I got so drunk and then someone threw me in there and then locked me in there. So neither of those have happened yet. Yet. Do you wear contacts? No, I do not wear contacts. I have been very fortunate. One of the only people in my family to be fortunate enough to have very good vision. All my parents, my brother, my sister, they all have glasses. I have 20/10 vision. Shockingly, 20/10 vision. It's actually, at one point it was, I'd been tested, it was 27. 27, which means stuff that normal people can see at 7 feet, I can see at 20. which was I was pretty proud of that. And then I played a bunch of computer games, and now it's probably back to around 2010. What is your favorite classic game? I never really played classic games. It was very sad, but I'm actually very thankful for this, by the way. My mom didn't really let me play video games that much, if at all. And the only games I'd really play, I played Roller Coaster Tycoon. And then when I finally got, I'll get into, okay, so Roller Coaster Tycoon was probably the game I played the most, and, you know, that was pretty much it, back when I had a computer. We had a computer that's pretty much all I could really play too. So I played that a lot. Then my mom was finally like, okay, well, if you guys can get enough money to buy an Xbox, I'll let you get one. She thought, you know, it's like, there's no way they're getting an Xbox. They can't save up the $200 and something. Sure enough, I got one. We saved up that entire month. I did the most. Then my brother and my sister put in like $20 to $30 combined. So I did pretty much all the work, and sure enough, we got an Xbox, and my game on that was Jet Set Radio Future. I want to go back and play that. That'd be a blast, because that's just the way things were back when you couldn't afford any other game but the one it came with. What mall did you get your hat at? The mall, oh, what was it called? What was that called? It's up in New Hampshire in... Oh, why can't I not think of this? I knew it. This is what I wrote down this question. I was like, I know this question. I gotta get over here. The sun's gonna start making this thing auto adjust weird. I know this question. Why can I not think of this? It wasn't Liberty Tree Mall. That's the one down in Danvers. Oh, I can't believe this. Okay, so if you go up. Why can't I not think of this mall? This is pathetic. It's up in New Hampshire. It's up near... If I could think of the name of the stupid... I can't even believe this. Plymouth. Plymouth. Is that... No. What's the name of that? It starts with a P. Maybe it is Plymouth, New Hampshire. Portsmouth. Portsmouth, New Hampshire. It's up in Portsmouth. There's a mall up there. I can't remember the name of it, but it's you know, it's pretty much the only mall there. It's where they got the first Chipotle, and there's like a Best Buy there. I don't know. I don't remember what the name of the mall is, so I apologize. Rockingham Mall. Rockingham. I think it was Rockingham Mall. I think I got it. It's Rockingham Mall at the Lids. There, if it still even exists, I got it there. So there you go. For those people that are up in that area that asked that question. What is my ethnic background? As you can see, you know, I'm pretty much just a Caucasian, but let's see, I'm trying to think, on my dad's side, we are Scotch, predominantly Scotch, and I think a little bit of German, if I remember correctly, Scotch and German. And then on my mom's side, I actually have a good chunk of Native American in me, because they're kind of out west. They're all out west because my grandpa's a cowboy. And my grandma, I think her great-grandmother was full something, not Cherokee. I can't remember. But yeah, so we've had a good chunk of Native American blood in. So yeah, I think so it's Native American and Dutch. I don't really know my family too well. That's kind of sad. But yeah, so I'm kind of, you know, not too predominantly one thing. I got Scotch. I think it's a majority of Scotch blood, because that's like, it was a lot of from my dad's side. So yeah, that's my heritage for the most part. I can't remember. I don't know much more than that, so you can't ask me. What was your first gaming device? I just mentioned that, Xbox 360. I mean, not Xbox 360, just original Xbox. I got that, you know, when my mom said, hey, if you can save up, if you guys can actually save the money, I'll let you get this. Sure enough, we did. She was shocked, and we wasted hours and hours upon that. If you could be sponsored by anyone, who would it be? Coke. Probably Coke. That'd be pretty cool, because then you just get free Coke. Free Coke. Free Coke. Okay. Were you ever bullied? Yes, I was. I was actually bullied when I was a kid, because there was a kid on a bus the bus, and he just wanted a friend. That's what it seemed like. But yeah, he would bully me, and he I think my brother got bullied too by his older brother, because they were really big kids, and they thought it to be a funny thing to bully, and they got to the point where I would like not want to go on the bus and I'd just stand outside of school. It was pretty sad. It's never a fun thing being bullied. So I suggest trying to think of the best way to get out of it. There really is no way. It's a terrible situation. Bunny, what are you doing? Hey! Stop it! Get out of here! Get out of here! You ridiculous thing. Sorry about that. But yeah, being bullied is not fun. I feel bad for anyone that is currently undergoing the bullying situation. I mean, I really just going to your parents and like teachers and stuff and letting them know is like the best way. But even then that could potentially make it worse, because then the kids know that you tattled on them or something. I don't know. It sucks though. It's not the funnest situation. But yeah, it was only pretty much one instance, and it lasted for probably half a year or something. Then he got expelled or something like that for bringing a knife to school, I think. So yeah, that was not the best experience of my life. That's not the funnest thing. Anyway, my best advice is stick through it. Try and work through it, because it is not going to be the rest of your life like that. That is just a temporary thing, and you can work through it. Empower yourself to work through it. Bunny, you are being ridiculous right now. You're going to have to go back in your cage. So yeah, I would just highly suggest to work your way through it if you can, and that way when you get through it, you'll be stronger than ever, because you'll be bullied before anyone else is in actual real life. What has been your favorite part of being a YouTuber? I mean, I love fan interaction. That's probably one of my favorite things. Being able to talk to them, especially being able to meet them at events. That is just the craziest thing. And then being recognized in public is kind of cool too. I'm sure it'll get old eventually. But Bunny, I'm almost done, so I'm just going to finish this. No, I need to throw him in his cage. He's going to start ripping up carpet. Get in your cage. In your cage, man. Jump in your cage. Jump in your cage. There we go. You'll be let out after this. After I know you can be a good boy. Ugh. Snowflake, everyone. So yeah. That's pretty much that's the craziest part. It's just a blast meeting you guys, especially, like I said, especially at events. So I hope I get to see more people at events this year too, because it's just awesome. Will I continue the archery videos? Yes, I will. It's not the easiest thing to do is shoot a bow in the winter. And like I said, I've been strapped for time too. It's just easier to do it in the summer when it's, nice outside and you don't have to worry about cold fingers. And when you get the slap of the string, it can be kind of brutal. So, yeah, that's why I haven't done too many archery videos lately. This is a big one. What advice do you give aspiring YouTubers? Stick with it and have fun, because if you don't do that, you're never going to get anywhere. You have to remember that we have been at this for years, like several years, and very rarely do people accelerate quickly, like unless they go completely viral, and so it's pretty rare. You're gonna have to be, with everyone else. It's a very saturated market now, so it's gonna be harder than ever, and it could take 10 years. Who knows? I mean, it's hard to say, but that's the best advice I can give, is just have a blast playing games you have fun with. Don't play just mainstream games because you think it'll get views. Play stuff you have fun with, and just have a good time with it, because it's not going to be a job for a while if you really want it to be that. And if you're working for it to be a job, you can't just do that. You got to have a lot of fun with it in order for it to progress that far, because then people kind of see you doing that. So you got to be careful. So that's my advice. Have fun. Play games you want to have fun with. Play with friends. Don't expect to get large super fast, because it's going to take a few years, so you got to stick with it. Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Okay, so ducks. That tall? So imagine a horse that tall. I would imagine it would be fun to fight. Not fun. It would be easier to fight 100 duck-sized horses. Because one, horses don't do as much damage as ducks do. Ducks have their bills. They have their little things they'll go around. Nom, 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 nom. Ducks are sick. And they'll poop all over you. You can imagine a massive duck. They could bite your head off and then poop on you. You don't want that. So a bunch of horses, you could just, you know, you could... I don't know what you could do. It depends if you have weapons or not. If it was by the fit, you know, just start kicking them and punching them and stuff. You might get through a couple of them before they overtake you. But I think it'd be less painful than fighting a massive duck. Those things are jerks. What is the first game I remember playing? This is hard. This is very hard. The first game, GoldenEye. It was GoldenEye in Scotland. That would have been the first game I ever played. I think it was too, yeah, on N64. I remember it. GoldenEye 007. And when I was in Scotland, I went over to a friend's house and he had all these games, and sure enough, that is the one I played, and it was pretty cool. I actually forgot about that. But anyway, the last and final thing, the story of Stevie Y. Stevie Y was actually a good friend. He was part of the group that we always played Call of Duty together, and kind of like one of the original-ish creature people that we'd all play Call of Duty. And he was awesome. We'd always used to play together and just have a blast. And then he started helping me out making videos more, and it was pretty cool. And then he enlisted. He joined the Army, and he has been back and forth to Afghanistan serving our country as a Special Forces unit, and for that I am extremely grateful to him. He's an awesome guy, and the Army has molded him even more so, and he's great. I think he's training to be a field medic. He's going to come back and go to school. He's really awesome. I hope I get a hold of him some more here when he gets back, or he may already be back. I'll have to check on that. Anyway, I had a dinner out with him out here when he was out in Colorado, down in Colorado Springs at the Fort Carson, I think it was down there. I can't remember, but anyway, he's awesome. I really enjoyed, you know, playing games with him over the years, and he's great. So yeah, that's the story of CBY pretty much. I don't know what else there is, because we just played a lot of games together, and he helped me make a few videos. But yeah, so that's guys, this has been the Q&A for my 500,000 subscriber video, which was a while ago, but I still got to it, and as you can see, it took an hour and a half to get through all the questions. I'm sorry if I missed any. I hope to see you guys, you know, engage in good conversation in the comments. And yeah, welcome for those of you who are new that just, you know, got a complete crazy overview from me. And, you know, thanks for being around, you guys, for everything. I mean, it's been insane. Just being able to post videos for a living is awesome. You guys make it possible. And, yeah, I just enjoy making videos for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy them. I will see you guys around. Creature cats. I don't even know how I'm going to do this. I need to make an outro that's going to be just... What should I do? I can't do anything. I can't do anything that'll do it justice. I apologize. I can do a crazy arm flailing thing. You want me to do that?